It's a real regime almost.
Oh, hell no.
They're talking about me.
All I needed was one ball.
The science of training.
And I know you don't think it's a sport.
So you felt like you might have gotten third place at the Olympia, but how do you feel about the actual placings? How do you feel about Ramy winning? How do you feel about Phil's comeback? How do you feel about Brandon? How did you feel about the top 5?
I mean, everybody. I was really happy to see Phil up there. I felt after like 2 years off and coming back, he did a phenomenal job. You know, not many people take 2 years off from competing and come back and look the way he did. You know, I wasn't even sure if he was training like that anymore. Ramy definitely. He's always had the crazy size. He brought in a condition that was, you know, really good to give him that win. Brandon looked phenomenal too. You know, I ain't taking nothing away from Brandon. You know, it's really close between him and Ramy. You know, he looked amazing. You know, Hadi Chupa, and he's a really good competitor. You know, really tough to beat. You know, Bonac again, amazing. I said like this Olympia, being like the situation that we had in terms of the coronavirus and everything like that, these guys, man, everybody really brought a phenomenal package. You know, I was really impressed. I wasn't expecting everybody to bring the A game like that. You know, I was hoping on my end that some of these guys was going to come in a little off, and I would have caught them slipping and everything like that. But now, man, the top guys, they brought it, man.
Yeah. So when you showed up, you know, backstage at the pump up room, did you already kind of like see who's going to be in that top 5? Do you pay attention to things like that?
Yeah, well, I mean, of course. I mean, at backstage, nobody was talking to each other. But after the show, we all started talking and everything like. But I'm pretty much one of the last guys to like peel off, and I always sit there and taking everything and see who's on and who's not, and like, you know, just get my confidence up. You know, but I mean, seeing everybody pumping up, you never know until like you get under those lights, man. Because backstage, everybody looked phenomenal, you know. But once you get on that stage, and then you start seeing, you know, okay, this person looked good, this person didn't, you know.
So you know, obviously you are probably the most improved, I would say, this, you know, in a 2020 Olympia. But Big Ramy as well, you know, he went from, I forgot what place it was the year before, but he won, obviously, right? So he definitely deserves that.
I think he was in my spot in 2018 or 2019. He was in my spot,
and then he won, which is incredible, of course. How do you feel about his physique, and how do you feel about? Obviously, you want to win. You should feel like you're number 1, 100%, right?
Mm-hmm.
But objectively speaking, how do you feel about his physique, and how do you feel about his reign as Mr. Olympia? Do you feel like it's going to be something, you know, something spectacular like Ronnie Coleman, like Phil Heath, you know, that type of dynasty?
I mean, he definitely, you know, as far as the size, you know, and I guess he found a formula to come in top shape now. So I don't know. I can't say that he'll be like a Ronnie Coleman type, you know, because Ronnie was definitely ahead of his prime, ahead of his time. You know, Ramy, you know, I just hope that he continue bringing it, but you know, it's a competition, and I'm waiting for him not to bring it. But let's just say like if he comes in off, there's a lot of hungry guys out there ready to take his title. You know?
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. When because Phil dominated pretty much from 2011, right, to 2018, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had, 18 when he lost, but 17, right? He had a 7-year span there. And it was like for many years, like people showed up, but it was just like, it was almost like who's going to be in second, you know what I mean? Kind of like, you know, for the most part, that's how people talk behind the scenes, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like in the last 3 years, there's been like a lot of rotations going on, you know?
Yeah, I mean, the Olympia has changed hands since after Phil lost, you know, to Sean. Sean didn't really get a chance to defend his title, you know, so I can't really take anything away from him. You know, he never got a chance to defend the title. You know, Brandon won it, and now Big Ramy won it. You know, I'll just say, man, at the end of the day, if anybody's off, anybody could get beaten. You know, I know Ramy is not that he won and he got a taste of success. He's going to do everything to retain that title. But there's a lot of hungry guys out there, you know, like patiently waiting for him to like just slip up one bit and get a chance to win that title. So I'm one of them, and you know, I'm happy for Ramy. I'm really proud of him. You know, he's been going at it since 2013 to win that title, and he finally did it. You know, I just hope that in my future that I would be able to call myself Mr. Olympia one day.